Mr. Mosul here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about, well, you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Marvel. Yes, the MCU, yes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the comic books, which is like, you know, it is what it is, the comic books are, yeah. But, yeah, I just want to give my thoughts about, like, basically the whole Marvel Phase 4, because I was going to see Ant-Man and Wasp later, Quantumania. And I just want to say, Phase 4, like, this is, like, my opinion, so, like, you know, like, by laws of, like, you know, law of fact and opinion, it's my opinion, so, like, you know, if your opinion is different, cool, alright, it is what it is. Anyway, Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I just did not like it. And I'm not saying this because, you know, to be on a bandwagon or whatever, I just did not like it for real, like, about to go in more detail, like, well, but for starters, it's like it felt aimless and directionless, which is, I can understand, because, you know, like, after like something like the Infinity Saga, after having two back-to-back big movies that was, you know, Infinity War and Endgame, like, you know, going to something like just as big, going to another serious storyline, that would probably be, yeah, that would probably be a lot. But like, just this whole aimless, directionless thing is like, it was kind of lame. Like, it's like, I expected it to be like some sort of story or some sort of continuity or something, but it's like, there was nothing really. Like, it's, and before somebody said, oh, we had, you can't say that. We had Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, but yeah, but it's like, that was like more like self-contained stories and stuff. It's like, and like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I did like the two movies, but I'm about to go in depth with it. But it felt like the most part, this phase was aimless, and like, you were trying to set up for the Kang saga, the Kang Dynasty saga, which is like, well, Kang had to come in with like some big dick energy or something. Like he gotta come in with something more, because, well, it's just like he got some competition. I'm just gonna say that Kang have some real like competition trying to one up Thanos. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Alright, because Thanos was a good villain. Like I said, he kind of like in Infinity War, yeah, he was a good villain. But in Endgame, it's like, it kind of felt like he dipped a little, but like he still was there. Like, he still was giving people the hands, you know what I'm talking about, the mittens, the bear paws. So, yeah, it's like it just like, Phase 4 just wasn't good to me. That's just it. It's my opinion. Alright? Another thing, like, you know, all the movies that came out, like, they were either lackluster, didn't really go anywhere, or just felt like, why were they made in the first place? Like, hey, you know, one good example is like Black Widow. Like, you know, it's like some of the movies feel like, well, Black Widow not like the other example. Black Widow's more like, yeah, this should have came out like probably during Phase 2 or at the end of Phase 1. You know, like, this felt like this why even release this? I get it, you know, I get, basically COVID kind of messed up everything, alright? But it's just like, some of these movies felt like, why? Alright? Like, just like, Shang-Chi, ah, man, I cannot talk. But Shang-Chi is like, and the Mandarin, I feel like, bro, like, this could have been like an Iron Man spin-off movie or something like that. But no, it's just, it's what it is. Like, it didn't feel like Iron Man spin-off, it just felt like origin story, which is like, bro, like it's just hard to imagine like these origin stories coming up after all three phases, because, you know, you had New York being invaded, you had Sokovia being invaded, you had like you had all this stuff, and it's like, now you're introducing these characters, which is just weird in a way. It's like, oh yeah, we're introducing this ancient legendary Kung Fu master. Yeah, he could have been helpful in some events, but, like, you know, he was too busy parking cars. and like the whole Black Widow movie, where it's like it was in between Civil War and Phase, like in between Civil War, like right after Civil War, it was kind of fucking like I hated it. I like they ruined Taskmaster for me, which is like, bro, like you literally turned one of the baddest, most coolest like mercenaries in the MCU into like this, like what is this? Like literally, like it's like you turn, like why did you do this Taskmaster? Just keep him as a dude. Just be like, hey, yeah, I'm just a mercenary for hire. That's just it. Like there you go. It said they turned him into like some like girl who got like literally like it's like they turned him into like the bad guy's daughter who's brainwashed. But like it don't make any sense. Why would she need to be brainwashed to kill Natalia? Like, shouldn't she already want to kill Natalia? Because you know, if you watch the movie, Natalia blew her up. It's just weird. It's like literally weird. God, and like some of these movies were trying to set, like I know Black Widow and like some of the MCU shows were trying to set up for the Thunderbolts, which is like, yo, that the Thunderbolts got like garbage. Bro, they look like some rejected Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie. I know I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh well, it had came out, you gotta get a chance. Like, no man, like this is awful. I righteously do not want to give it a chance. I reject that movie. Like that, like dude, you got Red Guardian, which is like I like Red Guardian. I wish they didn't like shit on him in a movie. I hope he lose some weight. And then like you got like all the I can't remember all the Black Widow characters, but yeah, you got the Black Widow characters in there. Captain America. Like there's no diversity in the villains. The only one that's I would say diverse is probably Ghost. But that's like it. Like all like the rest of them and the rest of them just look like a whole bunch of the rest of them just look like a whole bunch of rejected Captain Americas. Like literally, like they do. And then you got Ghost, which is like, well, like Ant-Man and the Wasp beat you. Ant-Man and the Wasp beat you. Like that, how can I take you seriously? And it wasn't Hank Pym Ant-Man. It was like Scott Lang Ant-Man. I know somebody be like, oh, Scott Lang's a comic nut. I don't give a shit, man. I just don't like Scott Lang. He's cool, but he's more like a B-list hero to me, like a C-list hero. Alright, like just that's just it. Like I get like Ghost used to be an Iron Man villain. Ghost used to like trade votes with Iron Man, and he would get an Iron Man fight. And not even Iron Man, he would get all the villains, like everybody fight, like Doctor Doom, Justin Hammer, AIM, because you know like that, like his power was his professional job was like corporate espionage. So like yeah, but this is like I'm gonna try to give him like the soft cute backstory. I'm like, bro, who cares? Like sometimes I just like, and that's another thing, like these villain backstories where like the villain like in Wanda, what's it called, in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, like bro, like they try to give Wanda a sorry backstory, like oh, Vision died, my kids died because of, you know, in WandaVision, like, who cares? Like, literally, the kids weren't real. Vision's a robot. You can rebuild him. And you're trying to destroy, like, you're trying to risk the multiverse because you want to go back to make-believe. Like, you can literally make the same dome like you did. Just don't make it in a populated area. It's just wild to me. It's crazy. And it's like that's another thing that I hate about Phase 4. It's like they tried to make all the villains sympathetic and like lovable and like, you know, tried to like make like they like I'm not saying all of them are, but like they tried to make them all like, you know, redeemable and stuff like that. Like it's Dragon Ball, like literally, I hate that shit, bro. It's like, oh my god, like, you know, I'm a bad guy, I did bad things, I'm doing the bad things because I had a good reason, I'm trying to do good, but it said I'm doing bad. Like, man, I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, like, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, my favorite villain of all is Frieza, Darth Vader, because yeah, like they're just being bad just because they're bad. Like yeah, Vader could turn on the Emperor anytime, but it's like, hey, the Emperor all I got. I already just basically killed everybody I love, and my best friend like literally put me on respirator. So it was like, fuck it, hey, I'm just gonna be a bad guy. Yeah, Frieza is just bad just because, like literally, Frieza gets stiffy every time he kills somebody. I'm like, hey, I'm down for it, all right? Okay, kill Krillin for a third time. Who cares? Motherfucker was annoying during the tournament power. It's like, Phase 4 just wasn't it for me. I have high hopes for Phase 5. Like the Kane Dynasty, because Kane is a cool villain. I'm not gonna lie, he is cool. A time traveling villain trying to conquer all of reality and stuff. He's a cool villain. But the stakes feel kind of like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like the stakes for the MCU kind of been all over the place, and I'm just tired of it. Like the reason why I like Spider-Man, like the first Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Like yeah, it was alright, but it felt grounded. It felt like, okay, it was cool. Like it felt grounded. It didn't feel like, oh, Vulture's gonna like steal all the Avengers stuff and take over the world. No, he just wants to steal it just to steal it. He's just stealing it to put food on it. Like okay, like yeah, I just want a low stakes movie. I'm sick and tired of like like Shang-Chi's dad trying to open a portal to the underworld to get his wife back, but now Demon's gonna take over the world, or Black Widow gotta stop this like super secret organization by herself, or they're gonna take over the world. Like, bro, like what happened to like just a small like stakes and stuff like that? Hey, like, why do you think people like Batman? Just take place in Gotham. It's just small. And nobody not saying like, oh my God, Riddler's gonna take over the whole universe. Like, nobody not saying that. And like the stakes should match the circumstances. Alright, like that's just it. Like, it's just, man, I don't know. Like that's like, I'm just griping and bitching and complaining now, but like there's nothing else to do. Like there are a couple positives, but I can't, like, I had to really think about it. And I mean really think about it for Phase 4. Alright? I would say one positive was Spider-Man No Way Home. That was cool. Like there's hope for Toby and Garfield. Like, bro, there's hope for Toby and Andrew. We might get Spider-Man 4 or The Amazing Spider-Man 3. There's hope now for those two. And like Norman Osborn plus. Like, at least Multiverse of Madness tried to do something different, but then again, all the characters in that movie were butchered. Shang-Chi was really cool. The martial arts were kind of dope. I still hate that, they gave Shang-Chi the Mandarin. Like, they could have just gave, like literally, that's just it. The MCU shows were kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of were. Like, yeah, they were. Loki was like, they basically made Loki lose like a bitch to himself. She-Hulk was god awful. Like Daredevil was bad being cool, but like that's like the only good point. I'm still trying to think of all the positives here. Black Widow, like at least Black Widow got a movie now, even though the movie's garbage. Like that's just it. Because everybody, like, I remember like back in Phase 2, everybody wanted a Black Widow movie. Me personally, I want a Black Widow movie and like have Hawkeye as a side character or something like that. Have him be like kind of like, what is it, like take place of like one of their missions where Hawkeye had to hunt down Black Widow, and Black Widow had to evade him and the other widows, and like try to take down the whole Black Widow organization. Like that's just, I figured a movie would go like that, but no, what we got was kind of dog shit. I did like Red Guardian though, so that's a plus. The Marvel show, like the Miss Marvel show, it was alright. WandaVision started off good, ended weak. Marvel's What If, it was okay. It was just so lackluster. It was kind of like, it was cool, but it's like, yo, they could have done more with it. Especially the finale where they had like the 6 heroes from like, each show. Like, it's like, bro, like, you're trying to fight Ultron in his final form with the Infinity Stones, and you got Peggy Carter. You got Peggy Carter, just regular Peggy Carter, with a gun. I'm like, bro, like, what the hell? Like, man, this is, like, come on, like, this is the multiverse. Get Captain Universe Peggy Carter. Get, like, you said there was a Thanos Slayer Gamora. There you go. Bump it up. Thor, like, why you got Party Boy Thor? Get, like, God King Thor. Yeah, like, you could have bumped it up. We had Doctor Strange, like, evil Doctor Strange controlling the multiverse. Like, yo, bump it up, like, literally. Like, we had, like, what was it, Killmonger topped by Tony Stark? Man, get Killmonger topped by, like, Eternity. Get Killmonger who defeated Thanos. Yeah, get God Killmonger. Like, literally, like, the possibilities were endless. It just felt lackluster, Honestly, like, I know I'm just spelling off, like, negatives because, like, there's nothing, it don't feel like anything was good in Phase 4 unless I really think about it. Like, it's like, I should think about it. If the Phase was good to me, I shouldn't have to, like, think deeply about all the good things in it. Like, if the Phase was good to me, I should be off the top of my head, oh yeah, that was cool, yeah, oh yeah, like, But I'm about to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp in a little bit. I just want to make this video. I do hopefully, like, want to talk about, I do hopefully want to talk about, like, Phase 5 in the future. Because, like, Kang is, I like Kang. He's my favorite villain in the MCU besides Doctor Doom and a few others. But other than that, it's like, bro, like, we need some more, like, diversity. I mean, like, diversity as in, like, characters, like, settings and all that stuff, like, different storylines and plot lines, not stuff that revolve around, like, world-ending universal stakes and stuff like that. Like, just some more diversity. Hell, I don't mind having more street-level heroes. Alright? Like, that just it. I don't mind having, like, more street-level heroes just doing more small stuff, like in Ant-Man and the Wasp, or Spider-Man, just something small like that. There's just nothing wrong with having, like, because, like, you doing all these, cause, like, every time you raise the stakes, it's just gonna eclipse everything, and, like, it's gonna make everything in the past seem kind of small, or just make everything seem kind of pointless. And, oh yeah, I do want to talk about this too, the diversity. Oh man, Phase 4. God, there's, like, I'm like, the diversity in Phase 4 is like, it's like, I get it. You want to show representation. You want, people to, like, feel like they're part of a family. Like, you want everybody to feel represented. But the thing is like, why, for some of these, like, projects, why not just, I don't know, just off the top of my head, not include the male counterparts, like Hawkeye and the new Hawk Girl. I get that, okay, like, teacher mentorship and stuff like that, but you shouldn't have Hawkeye take a back seat to be in a mentor role so they can ask him. Alright, and like another thing is, like, about the whole diversity thing, I just didn't like how they treated male characters, which is like, male characters are like old, tired, dumb, stupid, they get their ass kicked, and a female character come in and save the day, which is like, that's cool, I guess. Why not just get a female character her own show, and then so that way we can understand her feats and powers without trying to degrade the male character. Then probably like another season, or in like a later, or like another show, those two can meet up and actually feel like even battleground. Because now we know that now we know what the female character can do. We know what the male character can do. Instead of, like, the female character showing up out of nowhere, we don't know what she's doing, and she's literally beating the shit out of Hawkeye or the Hulk, which is like, huh? You get what I'm saying? Like, set up the female characters, that way it'll be even playing field, and we can understand this level of power. Alright, power scaling, guys, come on. But other than that, just I say diversity is like they can do a better job. Right? They can do a better job. They can do a better job, get better characters and stuff like that. Because honestly, I guess I was mostly white people would consider me a person of color, which is like still like I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't feel right about it. Like the diversity in Phase 4 kind of ass, and I'm not saying like oh there wasn't enough. I'm saying there was too much, and some of it was kind of pointless. It was like not too much, but it was too forced, and some of it was really just pointless for any reason. Like Miss Marvel's like she cool. I like Miss Marvel, like the female, like the little girl Miss Marvel. That's okay, you know. Female Loki, I don't like. Okay, all right. I guess I don't make it really any sense. She-Hulk, yeah, that was a sin. That was a sin across humanity. I hope that show don't ever get made. Like honestly, the two shows I pray never get made is like never get like renewed for a second season. Is Velma and She-Hulk. Other than that, man, like I'm about to go watch Ant-Man Law, see how it goes. I heard mixed things about it. I heard the drinkers said it's bad. I heard some people say like, well, I heard like the people who always be on the MCU did say it's the best movie ever, which they always say that. Anyway, you guys take care. This is Mr. Mumble Suit signing out. Peace.